Hi, my name is Daniela Puente. Our PIA is about a cylinders company called Operadora ZC. It is situated in San Nicolas de los Garza, Nuevo León. Manufacture three different products. The ones that we focus on are cylinders. The potential customers of Operadora ZC are gas carriers and hardware stores. It is a very old company, which is 73 years old.
The supply chain management begins with the production of metals by Operadora ZC when it's buy metal sheets, coils to start the production process of the products. Once the production process is finished, the tanks are stored to have them in inventory, and then when a customer wants to buy them, the company will send the product to where the customer desires.
The value added of the company is that as they doesn't have a strong demand, customers have the benefit to provide their products quickly with the required needs of the company. Something that another companies cannot offer because their demand is very well and their process are not adequate to adapt to the client's needs. The core business of Operadora ZC is the relationship with its clients and suppliers. The business operation is in share of transform raw materials into finished products to become more efficient. The production of the suppliers is indirect but affect the production of cylinders because if the cost of suppliers increase, also the cost of production of Operadora. Inside the organization, the business service are the cost of the expense and emergency care for employees.
You will find information related to the company if it is a 4 industry, a 3.0 industry, and another thing related with it.
The customer to whom the product is sold are classified based on the segment in which they belong, and those are gaseros and ferreteros. The relationship that we seek to obtain with the clients is always to reach a friendship in order to establish a long-term relationship. In addition, to treat them with due respect.
Factory execution, the raw material is transformed into cylinders by going through a process of cutting and an assembly, and also these cylinders they are painted and baked at 280 degrees just for 2 hours.
You will find information related to the profit, the planet, and the people that the company had and how they take part of it.
The process where the company focus the most is on the quality of the steel raw materials that they are receiving. Once the material is ordered, a harness standard called Rockwell B is requested for this material. They do harness tests to verify that the material meets the quality standards of the processes that the company are using because it can affect of the lines processes and the production. And in the lines production, the workers use safety equipment such as gloves, glazes, and boots to handle the material. In addition to the fact that the workers can carry out different activities thanks to the training that they generate month after month.
As strategies, Operadora ZC has always looked forward for improving their process. The company used the farmer strategy. They try to reduce costs and also use the downsizing, but in a minimum part, also the hunter strategy is used because they have an horizontal integration. They add a company that produce campings and use some products of Operadora ZC cylinders inside the campings. A transnational company because they export to United States and they try to adapt to the standards of the neighboring country. However, the same process are still used and a combination of both is used in the production of the cylinder.
You will find information related with the process from back office, hybrid office, and front office. An example of front office of the company is when they go with the customer to take dinner and have a direct contact. We analyze the level of productivity, taking data from the quantity of workers, the quantity of cylinders, and the quantity of cylinders per work per month.
Since the main customer are companies, however, sales to the general public are also available. Also, this doesn't represent a large income for the company. Also, this model has been maintained to date.
Three strategies are used for Operadora ZC. You need to order only in a special case with special clients. Make to order is the most used by Operadora ZC. Make to stock is usually used in customers and retails.
Capacity section, there is information that talks about the idle capacity, the maximum capacity, the capacity cushion, and utilization.
Quality. There is a large area of opportunity in terms of quality cost. Because of the desire to produce products with the highest possible quality, the total daily production has to be sacrificed by 18% in order to meet quality standards and consequently increase the cost of labor. Prevention cost. The company uses the quality philosophy to foster continuous improvement in the organization and the involvement of all members focusing on the satisfaction of its customers. Appraisal. The company uses audits to evaluate its internal operations, including its business management and accounting process, as well as to ensure compliance with regulation and help maintain a quality presentation to customers.
The mother of the waste is overproduction. It happens in Operadora ZC because the products are produced even if they are not needed. Producing in excess means wasting time, wasting inventory, and wasting transportation.
The company has a push method. Why? Because they produce today according to the specific demand in the future. It means that they produce the quantity of cylinders that are required in the months of September, October, and November. ABC model led the company to classify its inventory according to the volume annual dollar.
Shrinkage. The company product have not suffered any type of loss due to a theft. Not have the product shows any type of deterioration, since the paint remains in the tank and the tank has a useful life approximately 22 years, thus maintaining its value. Operadora ZC's products is the gas tanks. That is why they are not packaged, but rather the tanks should be stored in well-ventilated spaces such as a warehouse to be protected from the sun, water, rain, humidity, and corrosive environments in order to be transported to the customer without any defect.
The bottlenecks in the company are paint errors or when the valves are not placed correctly. The critical path is the quality inspection because in the process the tanks are filled with pressure water and it must be checked for leaks. This process is repeated twice because the container is designed to store a flammable material. Since the implementation of the machines in the manufacturing process, it has saved times and expenses because since the painting process they were by hand and now they are within a machine.
The price product is elastic because although the cost increase, the demand still continue. Most of the time, the distribution of the income is made by operators. The staff collects material and delivers the product. A long time ago, they exported to Venezuela in Tampico. The cylinders taken inside a trailer to Tampico. And from there, they based a container that was uploaded to the ship to reach its final destination. Material handling to transport the heavy product from area to area within the company. A forklift is used, which facilitates the rapid movement
After
and is.
all this analysis, Operadora ZC demonstrates to be a company with a good performance. Their workers have a great capacity of production per month, and they have maintained good relationships with their customers, with contracts that benefits both parts. And our suggestion will be for them to enhance their strategies for logistic operations and for their transportation modes and routes, also to grow beyond borders and enter even more the American market, taking advantage of the USMCA regulations. Entering the American market will not only be a benefit for the company, which will bring revenues, but also will be great participation and will bring benefits to the Mexican economy as a whole. And in order to achieve this, it will be better to implement strategies of growth, reducing costs and expenses. Firstly, starting to grow even more regionally, then nationally, and finally internationally with our neighbor countries.